I'm Ed Bates again from Kilworth Chiropractic Clinic, and welcome to today's Daily Dose. Today we're going to look at whether dairy is good for you or, in fact, whether it's actually bad for you. You know, for years we've all heard about the supposed health benefits of milk and how it's an essential nutrient to help prevent osteoporosis. But is that really true? Or are we just victims of a very clever PR campaign? And if it is true, then why are we suffering with one of the highest rates of osteoporosis in the world, despite our reliance on dairy? Whereas countries with the lowest rates of dairy and calcium consumption, like those in Africa and Asia, have the lowest rates of osteoporosis. In other words, what that then means is that bone health is not just about our intake of calcium, but rather how much calcium that we are actually able to absorb and retain. And this is the key. It's not just about providing lots of calcium, rather, your body has to be able to use the calcium effectively. In other words, what we really need to pay attention to is not just the amount of calcium that comes into our bodies, but the amount of calcium that leaves our bodies. So whilst it is certainly true that milk contains lots of calcium, and there's no denying that calcium is the substance that gives bone its strength, like bricks do for a building, it's not the only thing that's important. Bones also need vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin K, and lots of other minerals such as magnesium and phosphorus. But what is also important to the absorption and uptake of calcium is that our lifestyles can have a huge impact on our bone strength by increasing the loss of calcium. For instance, by eating a diet full of sugar. Does that sound familiar? Well, science has proven that elevated blood sugar levels increase the risk of developing osteoporosis by stopping calcium absorption. A diet that's too acidic is also very detrimental. And significantly, what does milk do but increase the acidity in your body? And how does your body then balance the acidity? Well, by using calcium from your bones to neutralize it. In other words, it takes calcium from your bones, which causes a loss of bone strength. Other things that can influence our bone strength are diets that contain too many phytates. Now, phytates are just basically anti-nutrients that are found in grains and legumes. So you need to be careful not to overdo grains and legumes if you have a potential of developing osteoporosis. And another major detrimental factor is the stress hormone cortisol, which we've talked a lot about. But one other significant point is that to break dairy down, or more specifically break the milk sugar called lactose down, it requires a digestive enzyme called lactase. Now, unfortunately, many of us stop producing the enzyme lactase in adulthood and thus lose the ability to break down lactose. In fact, about 75% of the world's adult population is unable to break down lactose, a phenomenon called lactose intolerance. Another problem with dairy is that some people, I think it's about 1 in 200, are allergic or intolerant to casein, the protein in dairy. So all in all, dairy and milk is not all that it's cut out to be. However, that said, some people can tolerate it very well, and it does contain healthy fats and the fat-soluble vitamins as mentioned earlier. However, as a source of calcium, I would suggest you'd be better off eating more green leafy vegetables and going for a walk or undergoing any weight-bearing exercise. It'd be a lot more effective. And on that note, have a fabulous day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay happy, and we'll see you tomorrow.